Hello everybody, it's Fishing Fool again. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Florida. It's just me and my best buddy Jake the Super Husky here, and we're going to do a knife review for you today. So let's get into it here. This is the Blue Ridge Knives Esee Zancudo. Zancudo is a collaboration effort between Mike Perrin and Jeff Randall of Esee Knives and Blue Ridge Knives, a wholesaler, not a knife maker. This is their first one. Mike and Jeff designed this knife, and Blue Ridge Knives is the manufacturer, and they're branding it under their name, which you can see right there if it'll focus. It says BRK R1. This is a great little knife. I am pleasantly surprised by how much I like this little guy. It is a small knife. You know, its total length open is only 7 inches. As compared to the long Ontario Rat 1. Kind of trumps it. But it's a great knife. I've had it for a couple of days now, and I've really come to like it. Let's get into some of the dimensions on the knife. It's a excuse me. It's a drop point design, almost kind of like a spear point. I really like this blade. It's going to be great for stabbing and cutting bait and everything what I want to use it for. But your blade thickness is 0.125 of an inch. Its weight comes in at 3.2 ounces, which is really nice for this little of a knife. It's not so light that you're going to feel like you have a toy in your hand, but at the same time, you know, it is relatively light. Got your pillar construction there, really nice for cleaning it out. Super thin, I love that. And one thing I don't really like is that it's made in Taiwan, unfortunately. It says right there, Taiwan, AUS8 stainless. Like I said earlier, it's 7 inches long, so it's a smaller knife, and you can really see that, you know, stacked with the Ontario Rat 1. It is a little knife, and it does look a lot bigger on the website, but it is pretty small. It's only a 3-inch blade with a 2.75 inch cutting surface. The handles are glass filled nylon, or FRN, and on this side you've got stainless. And another thing I like about this is the stone washed blade and the stainless on the back here, and the clip and everything is stone washed. And it looks really nice, especially with this coyote brown. It's almost the same color as my Glock handles. But it's a great looking little knife. And it handles great in the hand, it's got good ergonomics. It's got a feeble attempt at some jimping right here. Not really good for anything. I mean, it might be if you're cutting in this direction, but I don't see it. You know, it doesn't really bite you, but whatever you can't have, a cake and eat it too, I guess. Its Rockwell is 57 to 59, which is great. AUS8 stainless, of course. It's not going to be the best stainless out there, but it's going to have decent edge retention, and it's going to work out for you as long as you keep up with the blade. The closed length is 4 inches, and it's not going to be obtrusive in your pocket. It's not going to take up any real estate. It's going to be a great knife to throw in your pocket. Bug out bag, backpacking, whatever you want to use it for. It's just going to be there when you need it, and it's not going to take up a lot of space. It's not going to take the spot of my everyday carry, which is the Paramilitary 2 Spyderco. I absolutely love this knife, and it will not replace it, but you know, I carry all my knives, and I love this little guy. It's kind of different when you get a new knife. Like when I got this, I started carrying it, and you almost get a kindredship with your knives. And it feels kind of weird carrying something else other than what you normally carry. But another great knife to check out. I did a review on this also, check it out. More expensive knife, but great nonetheless. This knife is a budget folder. Like I said, it's got glass filled nylon, scales, AUS8 stainless, and that's what it was made as, a budget knife. You know, I would have liked to seen this knife with maybe some G10 handles, you know, an upgraded version, maybe some CPM S30V, stainless or a little bit higher end steel, but it is what it is. It's a budget folder, and it is a great option to have in your pocket. It's a frame lock, and it's got really nice lockup, about 50%. You know, it's great. The blade centering is perfect. Another thing that's going to be a con for some people is the fact that this knife is a right-handed knife. This clip here only attaches to this side, which is the right side of the knife. So if you're left-handed, you're going to have to carry it like this. But it is either tip down or tip up carry, as the way I have it. And I've heard a lot of people say that these knives are stiff. The lockup is a little stiff, and that's going to be a con for some other people, is that there's not really much here to bite when you're trying to disengage this frame lock here. It's not a big deal for me. I've got about medium-sized hands, and I can get my little stubby fingers in there and close it up no problem. But I just absolutely love this little guy, and you know, I think it'd be a great gift idea for maybe your son or daughter or boyfriend, husband, anybody. And I think they're really going to be able to do a lot with this little thing. You know, you could do some minor bushcrafting maybe, or you know, your EDC uses, cutting boxes, opening letters, whatever you want to do. And it's just a great little knife. I mean, there's nothing really bad that I can say about it other than the fact that it's made in Taiwan. It's got these glass-filled handles, and maybe some other bad things for other people that it wouldn't be a left-handed knife. But I mean, it's super smooth. It's got some bushings in there, and this thing is just absolutely lightning fast. I love how quick this thing opens. I've been playing with it so much that I've got a nice callus going there on my thumb. You know, it's a fun little knife though. I mean, I could see carrying this a lot, and this is going to be my fishing knife. I originally said in one of my other videos, of course, that this is going to be my fishing knife, the Code 4 Cold Steel. Another great budget knife, kind of, I guess. Runs about 50 to 58 bucks. This one's only going to run you 30 bucks. But this is a lot bigger knife. It is thin, but I mean, you can see the size difference in it. And I don't really need a super big knife for fishing. This is going to be able to handle everything that I need to do, like cutting mullet, crab for fishing, and you know, some minor tasks, maybe a back out to other things. I'm probably going to get a couple of more just for other situations, like one to throw in a bug out bag, one to have for backpacking. I mean, because they are so cheap and well constructed that I love this knife. And they come in a lot of different color options. They come in black. I think Blade HQ has got a red one that's made just for them. Olive drab, dark earth, and they also have the black blades with the black back here. I prefer this stone washed because I just think it looks a little bit more elegant, and I really like the way this knife looks, all in all. But you know what? It's a great knife. And if you're looking for something small that's not really, you know, as big, or something, you know, that's not going to be intimidating when you don't want to whip this out in public, that's going to be your go-to option. It's not going to really intimidate people. You know, it doesn't have that aggressive tip to it. And you're going to be able to do whatever you want. Clean your fingernails out, open letters. If you've got no wreck, cut your seatbelt, whatever. You know, I would recommend this knife to anybody just because of the fact that it is a cheap knife, and if you don't like it, you've only spent 30 bucks. But other than that, this is Fish Fool again. Like and subscribe. Tell me how I'm doing. You know, I like doing these videos, guys. So do your videos so I can watch reviews and get better acquainted with the knives that I want to buy. That's what I did with this little guy, and what I've done for pretty much everything else now. I get a really good sense of what I want in a knife, and what everybody else's opinions are on the knife. My opinion may not match yours. You may not like this knife at all. You may not be a knife guy, period, but if you're not, it is what it is. This is going to be a great little knife for you to, just to have, especially if you're like me and you've got some of these other knives, like the Paramilitary 2, that's going to cost $150. This guy, like I said, $30. Drop it over the edge, lose it. You're not going to be super disappointed. But, excuse me. Like I said, like and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next video. Have a good day.